Yeah, basically, I guess Tony can share the link, but there's a story this week about how California wants to electrify the heavy duty vehicles, the buses, the semis, whatnot. But what was really cool is 15 other states said, hey, that's a great idea. We're on board with that. And even though the EPA is being destroyed, most people in these 15 states, which represent the bulk of the US population, think, hey, environment is good, less diesel is good, more electric is good. And let's hope that this actually happens with the current political situation.
Right. Yeah. If the feds aren't going to lead, let the states do it. Great.
Yeah, and exactly, because the federal EPA is kind of not happening right now, basically. And a lot of stuff is being rolled back. But California is the big elephant in the room, and they're saying, hey, we're going to do this. And
just
everybody else.
Fat?
No, but they have a lot of influence. I mean, back in the 70s, California said to the automakers, we're going to do this pollution stuff, and if you want to sell cars in California, you got to play by these rules. And people fought it, but you know what? Everybody agreed that, or everybody complied to sell cars.
Right.
And I think there was, I read somewhere in a similar article that 40% of the emissions come from 10% of the vehicles on the road, which are the heavy duty vehicles. So if you can eliminate the big trucks, the big buses that run on diesel, that can really clean up the environment.
Yeah, those vehicles put a lot of miles in every year.
Yep.
Yeah, and they cough out a lot of nitrogen dioxide? Yeah, nastiness. We'll just call it nastiness.
PM 2.5, some horrible stuff.
And
the article even mentions it harms disproportionately Black, Asian, and Latino communities because they happen to live near the trucking depots and the trucking routes and the places where wealthier people perhaps don't want to live. So they have health problems. Yeah. So
you're what? What did you say? Redlining?
I said thank you. Redlining.
Redlining. Yeah.
Put us there.
But anyway, let's hope that this happens and there's money and technology to make it happen, and people see that it's actually a smarter and economically viable option. And let's hope it happens.
Yeah, and with California being a huge market for vehicles, and then you add 14 more states to that, and now there's enough of a market that it really makes it worth a company investing in vehicles that can serve that market.
And some of the states are piddly states, but some of them are significant. New York, New Jersey, Massachusetts, Colorado, Oregon, Washington. There's a lot of people in those states. So
I'm even kind of stoked about Washington, D.C. because, think of the tourist crowd. People coming from states other than those states, or people coming internationally, going to our nation's capital. And now they're, hopefully soon they'll be getting on electric buses and electric mass transportation and drive around and saying, hey, this is great.
Yeah.
And hopefully
and
they'll
all the
take
electric
that home.
Amazon vans that we'll be seeing.
Yeah. Thanks, Paul. That's, I with George's story and then this one, I almost feel optimistic.
And I just want to point out that the only state that's kind of in the middle is Colorado. So,
why is that? I thought Colorado had always been pushing these things.
Well, no, I mean in the
it's
middle,
not a coastal state.
Yeah, all the other states are like on the ocean or the coast.
Got it. The flyover state.
Right. So Colorado, we get it here.
It was a jab at the Midwest, Tony.
Yeah.
Got it.
Okay?
I know.
That you ignored. That's all.
Yeah.
What is it about seeing the ocean occasionally that makes you think about more than just yourself? I don't know what it is.
But I can testify to that actually, because every morning on my walk, man. Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, there's a whole wide world out there, and it's not just about you. Wow.
And which is, of course, complete bullshit. But nonetheless, I'm with you, Patrick. I get that.
Or it could be all the smart people live in the coastal states and Colorado. But
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
In
Yeah.
Colorado.
And
Yeah.
Colorado, yeah.
I wonder if there's a correlation in average IQ and carb state
Oh,
joining.
We're going to get so fried for this. So deservedly just burned.
Yeah, right now, both of our viewers are writing comments. Yes. Up in arms.